Hey everyone, my name is Robin. If this is your first time tuning in, I am a coach, healer, reflexologist, Reiki master, card reader, etc. And I'm here to do a channeled message for the week of October 19th through to October 25th. And it feels like we have some interesting energy coming up. We just had a new moon, and I'm feeling like a lot of people's brains are just not in the right place. It kind of seems like people are feeling very mush, like everything's just kind of, um, the energy feels like it's pulling everybody down, but people don't want to be pulled down. And they're trying to like almost force things to happen when the universe is just pulling us in its own direction, and there's nothing we can do. As you see without how the trees are just blowing in the wind. So you might find that there's a little bit of like discombobulation. And with Mercury retrograde happening right now, it makes sense why people might be thrown off a bit. There are just some things that are happening, as I said, that it's really just something that we just need to like release almost. So doing some release techniques and practices might be helpful. I will leave my link below if you would like to book a session with me. You might find that that will be helpful at this time. The other thing too is it feels like missing opportunities are coming up this week. So you might find that there's always just like stuff in the back of your head. And if there's stuff in the back of your head, you're going to miss out on things that you are meant to be focusing on. And so it's like maybe you're forgetting to laugh because there was something funny that happened that you missed out on because you weren't able to laugh. You weren't able to like get into that space. You weren't able to just ground. I'm also doing a 3-month program coming up in December for anyone who's interested in learning about crystals, meditation, positive affirmations, and receiving a lot of positive energy from lots of downloads through Facebook and things like that. You can go into my Facebook event. I will leave that below as well. Or just check out robinshealing.com and you'll be able to read a bit more on that. A key thing here, what's coming up, is just focusing on what you have, not what you don't have. When you're thinking about things, focus on all the good things that could happen, not all the bad things that could happen. So it feels like there's a lot of mental energy this week. And if you're doing your best to ground, then you have to feel good about that. Because if you're always getting in your own way, that will make more of a mess. So let's do some just channeled messages. That's what I feel called to. That's what the universe was telling me to do. So I just like to write some of those things down. So first thing, what is it that we need to know for this upcoming week for the 19th through to the 25th? All right. It feels like there's some grumpy folks this week. It's like they see positive negatively. That's funny. So it makes sense what I was just saying. Like the mind feels a little bit worked up. It's almost like, yeah, I know I need to be positive, but I don't feel like anybody's positive right now. Whatever it is, it's when we start to get grumpy. So if you're not in a place where you feel like you can be creative and think outside of the box, then that's telling you that there's something blocked. And again, that's where I can help. So I'll ask, how can we release these blocks this week? They see nothing. Okay, so with new moon energy, we have to visualize. We have to be able to see the future in order to experience something positive in the future. So again, if your mind isn't clear, then you're not able to see what the good things are that could happen. So clearing out the mind, as I said, if you're doing grounding exercises, but you're not allowing yourself to get the benefits of that because you're continuing to like put your own energy down, then it's going to become a problem for you, okay? But good news is it's saying that you do know what makes you happy, and you do know that there are things around you that that you can access that will make you joyful. So continue on that path this week. So for instance, it might be comfort food for you. It might be ordering a pizza, something like that. And you might think, oh God, I can't, Oh, I don't want to, bring that joy in. Well, this is telling me that you know what your joy is. So joy is more important than anything right now, okay? So I'm asking, how can you access that joy? Well, one thing too is like accessing your spirituality in general. That's why I'm doing my program coming up, because to help people access that just even more. I just redid my introduction to my YouTube video. You can go back and watch that. That kind of explains what this whole YouTube channel is about. Um, so it's just like trusting, I guess, that the positive energy that you know is going to come to you will. And that's sometimes about faith, whereas if you're watching this, you probably have some form of faith, so that's going to help you raise your vibration too, which is great. So they see negative as well. I find when we're having pandemics and things like this, it's really easy to get into your logical brain. So that's what I was saying. That thinking a lot, and it blocks you from like laughing and stuff like that. So this is saying that because if you're like a realist, or even if you're extremely aware, you might be aware of negative energy. One thing I encourage people to do is just like relax a bit more, because the more relaxation things that you're doing, the easier it's going to be the easier it'll be for you when you're like shedding skin, because it feels like this week is a layer that we're shedding, but if you're not relaxed, then it makes it harder for you. As I said, we're going through difficult times. This is just something that's happening, so it's something that we're learning to I guess not just deal with, but maybe I want to say embrace on the new things that are coming our way, because new things are coming our way. So that's actually a beautiful thing. So it's just seeing yourself in that positive light too, as I'm going to be helping people with in the next while. I kind of feel like that's all she wrote. That's our message for the week. I hope you enjoyed that. You're gonna join up for my 3-month program, right? Good. All right, I'll leave that stuff below. Have a great day and have a great week. Bye for now.